previous video, in the classification of elements, we discussed about the classification of de Bruijn or de Bruijn's classification. In this video, we will be discussing the second one. One second. So in this video, we will be discussing the second one, that is Newland's classification or Newland's law of octave. Newland was a science chemist, and he was a British chemist or British scientist, you can say, and he classified the elements, and his classification is popularly known as Newland's law of octaves. He gave one law, and this law is known as law of octaves. So octaves means 8. So here we can see in our Indian traditional singing we have these notes, musical notes, that is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. Again sa is here. After seventh note we are getting the first note again. See here, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. Again we have this sa. So similarly in the Western music, they also have these musical notes. That is little different. It is do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Again 8th number is again this first one. Here also the 8th note is the repetition of first note. Here also 8th note is the repetition of the first note. So Newland postulated his law based on these musical notes. That's why he gave the name as Newland's law of octaves. Octaves, it's a musical term. So here we will see John Alexander Reyna Newlands, popularly known as Newland, a British chemist, in the year 1865 attempted to arrange the 56 elements known at that time. So in the year 1865, during his time, only 56 elements were discovered. So he tried to he attempted to arrange those elements known at that time. Only these 56 elements he attempted to arrange. When he arranged the elements in the order of their increasing atomic masses, he observed one thing, that he observed that every 8th element possessed similar chemical properties with that of the first element. When he arranged those elements of these 56 elements in order of their increasing atomic masses, he observed one thing, that every 8th element possessed similar chemical properties with that of the first element. Similarly, like this here musical notes, the 8th element is the repetition of the first element. So he has observed one thing, the 8th element possessed some chemical properties which are similar to the first element. On the basis of this observation, Newland's law of octaves was formulated. If we see the table, we can easily understand what Newland postulated. So Newland prepared one periodic table. This is known as Newland's periodic table or Newland's octaves. Here what he did, he kept hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, all these elements in their order of increasing order of atomic masses. So hydrogen is lighter than lithium, beryllium is heavier than lithium. So he kept those elements in the order of their increasing atomic masses. So what he observed after keeping these elements in this order, he observed that fluorine, this fluorine has some chemical properties which are similar to this hydrogen. Again, this chlorine have chemical properties which are similar to this fluorine. If you see here, this sodium, this sodium have chemical properties similar to lithium. This magnesium have chemical properties similar to this beryllium. Means every 8th element are possessing some chemical properties which are similar to the first one. Means this one have chemical properties similar to this beryllium, this aluminum have this boron, this silicon with this carbon. So he, after keeping the elements in this order, he observed that every 8th element are possessing similar chemical properties with the first one. This so this on his observation, he gave this law, and in this law what he said, when the elements are arranged in the order of their atomic masses, the every 8th element possessed similar chemical properties with that of the first element. So you remember this one. We will write down the law in the next page. So once again, so in the second page here here we have written this law. Once again, sorry for the inconvenience. So in this one we have written Newland's law of octaves. We have written this in a short line. The law of octaves states that every 8th element has similar properties to that of the first element when the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic masses. When the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic masses, every 8th element possesses similar properties to that of first element. So this is the Newland's law of octaves. It is similar to these musical notes. Every 8th one have in our musical notes, every 8th element is similar to the first element. So similarly in this table also, periodic table, we have also seen this 8th element is possessing similar properties with their first one. So some limitations was also there in this classification, and in this one we will discuss these limitations of law of octaves. So what were the limitations we will discuss here. In the first limitation, Newland could arrange elements only up to calcium. Means if you see if you go back to the rewind and if you see the table, you can see Newland calcium is there. So Newland could arrange elements only up to calcium. Out of the total 56 elements known, so during his time 56 elements were known, and out of that up to calcium only he could arrange. Means he arranged all the elements, but his law was only applicable up to calcium. So after calcium, every 8th element did not possess properties similar to the first. Up to calcium, the law was applicable, means every 8th element was possessing properties to that first one. But after calcium, every 8th element did not possess properties similar to the first element. So this was his first limitation of his law. And in the second limitation, Newland assumed that only 56 elements were there. He assumed that only 56 elements were there in the nature, but later several other elements were discovered which could not be fitted into Newland's octaves. So after he assumed that only 56 elements were there, but later several other elements were discovered which could not be fitted into his Newland's octaves. What he prepared this table. In that table, this after the 56, the elements which were discovered after this one were not fitted. So this was his second limitation. In the third limitation, we will see in order to fit the existing elements in the octaves, he had 56 elements during his time. In order to fit those elements into his octaves, what he did, Newland placed 2 elements in the same slot. If you see here, in one slot, cobalt and nickel are placed together. In the same slot, cobalt and, if you see the table, you can see CO and Ni is placed in the same slot. Similarly, he placed 2 more elements in same slot. So this was not the exact pattern to place the elements. So what he did to fit the elements, he just placed 2 elements in same slot. So this was his third limitation. In the fourth limitation, what is there? Newland placed iron, an element which resembles cobalt and nickel in its properties. Means he placed iron in one place, and this iron have similar properties with cobalt and nickel far away from these elements. Means he placed iron far away from cobalt and nickel, which have similar properties. Means cobalt and nickel have some similar properties with iron, but cobalt and nickel are far away from iron, or you can say iron is far away from cobalt and nickel. So in the fifth limitation, we will see the periodic table did not include inert gases because they were not discovered then. It is also one limitation. So during that time, in the 1965, inert gases were not discovered. So he did not leave any space, or he did not included these inert gases in his periodic table or these octaves we can say. So these were the 5 limitations of Newland's law of octaves, or we can say law of octaves.